When you're 37 and you've never been married, people look at you like you have three heads. They immediately think you're either a player, gay, socially retarded, or just a complete jerk. Now, I'm none of those things, and I've actually come close to being married before, but it just never seems to work out. Most recently, there was Gina. A really cute girl from Oklahoma. She was sweet, fun, sexy, even had a creative side to her. But there was one major flaw.
Okay, Paul, we can go to the state fair if you really want to. Look, just make sure we go on a day where there are not a lot of niggers there, okay?
Can't say I saw that one coming. A few years ago, there was the one that actually moved in with me, Jill. Jill was an absolute knockout, and she knew it. She was hot. An amazing-looking woman. Problem was, she knew the acceptance of every other man on the planet, even if she had to get it one guy at a time. And way before Jill, there was Leanne. We dated a few years after I finished college. That was my fault. She was a great girl. Looking back, I realize how much she loved me and how much I hurt her. She cried for months after we broke up. The truth is, I wasn't over Rachel yet. In fact, I've never gotten over Rachel. Which leads me to where I am today. After 14 years of not hearing a thing from her, not even knowing if she was alive or not, 14 years later, Rachel calls me out of the blue. She wants to meet me for lunch. I have no expectations, but I have to admit, I am really excited to see her again. Rachel was my first true love. Actually, my only true love. That first time euphoria, the butterflies, it only happens once. This may sound sappy, but I truly believe that she was my soulmate.
Paul! It is so good to see you.
You look amazing.
You too. I like the short hair.
My God, you haven't changed a bit.
Trust me, I have.
So, have you been in Dallas this whole time?
Oh, no, I moved to New York right after college. Been there the last 10 years.
New York?
Yeah?
Wow. So what brings you back?
I'm here to check out an opportunity. A big one, a life-changing one. That's part of the reason why I called you. It involves my plans, possibly our plans. I really need to talk to you about something serious.
Okay.
This is gonna sound completely bizarre, but have you had any good relationships since we broke up? I mean, really good relationships?
Good as in you and me good?
Yes.
No. None that have even come close. I did almost get married though, but that wasn't what I'd call a good relationship.
I almost got married too. So glad I didn't. Truth is, he never made me feel the way you did.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, can you honestly say that you've been with someone that made you feel the way I did? So it's not just me.
No. This is so weird because I've compared every other woman I've ever gone out with to you. And none of them have even come close. And this moment we're having right here, this is surreal because I've pictured this in my mind not once, but several times.
Oh my God, me too. I still tell my friends that you were the best thing in my life. I don't know why I let you go.
Me neither.
Welcome to Creighton's. Have you been here before, or do you need some time to look over the menu?
No, we're catching up. I think we'll be a while.
No problem. Take your time.
Okay. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but please hear me out. Look, I've got a wonderful career, great friends, a great family, but none of that matters if I don't have you. I know this sounds silly, but I just can't stop picturing you and me together. With kids.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm saying I want to get married.
To me?
Paul, I know it may have been 14 years, but in my heart, it feels like we've never been apart. You and I had something special. And I've tried for years to recreate it, but never have.
I saw this coming. Could you excuse me for a moment?
Sure. Just don't leave me here after opening up to you like that.
I'll never do that. I just need some time to myself.
You gotta be kidding me. 14 years later and she drops this on me?
Well, look, Paul, I know you have doubts, and I don't blame you. But what's important here is that we're together. So, what do you think?
That's what's crazy about this. I didn't need a moment to myself because I had doubts. I needed a moment because I didn't have any. I always thought we'd get back together someday, get married, have kids, the whole thing. Didn't think it'd happen like this, but who cares? So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's get married.
Really? You really mean it?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I knew it!
So there I am. This is the happiest day of my life. Unfortunately for me, she was happy for an entirely different reason.
Congratulations, Rachel, you did it! You won $100,000! After 14 years of being apart, you convinced Paul to drop everything and accept a marriage proposal. So tell me, was it the smooth talking, or just the fact that he's a big-time loser?
I don't know, Chuck. I think it was a little bit of both. Paul was such a softie for the soulmate crap. I figured if I took it from that angle, he was sure to cave.
Way to go, Rachel!
He was so pathetic after we broke up. He cried for months.
A reality show. She just ripped my heart out on national TV for ratings. Who could be so cruel? Who could be so incredibly heartless?
After years of never hearing from him, no phone calls, no emails, no nothing, he calls me out of the blue and says, "Let's meet for lunch." I have no idea what to expect, but I have to say, I'm really excited to see Paul again.
Well, Rachel, take pride in knowing that you convinced Paul to marry you in record time. 3 minutes. That's quicker than anyone in the show's history. It's a great example of just how desperate some people can be. Well, that's all for now. Join us next week for another pathetic love story on the reality show with no heart, Losers in Love.